Hey guys, whoa, why is this acting funny today? Oh my goodness. There we go. I don't know why freaking um, StreamYard is acting foolish this morning, but hello. How is everybody doing this morning? I know I'm a little late, later than normal, but hear me out. Moms, if you know, you know. Um, I got up this morning, I woke up, started to move around. She was still asleep. I started using this like lavender sleep spray on her like pillows at night, so like gets her a little calmer faster. Oh my goodness, she's been sleeping like an angel at night. Still not taking naps, but semantics. But she woke up and wanted to snuggle this morning. So I snuggled. And there will come a time in life when she no longer wants to snuggle with me. So I love y'all, but snuggle time is more important. So I got an extra like 45 minutes of sleep because I passed out again. And I got some baby squid snuggle time. So I couldn't help, sorry, baby squid snuggle time. I I know I'm gonna regret every time in life that I do not accept baby squid snuggle time. So instead of having that regret for the rest of my life, um, I just snuggled. Um, but I'm enjoy it now. It never comes back. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I was fully awake too because I slept great last night for some ungodly reason. I woke up at like 3 a.m. like ready to go. Just don't know why. But then when she wanted to snuggle, it was like, yeah. And then she's so warm, and it's just like, back to sleep I went. Yes, snuggles are more important by far. But I love my Tammies. How are you guys doing this morning? I didn't add my Tammy Hoarder logo. But we are going to hop back into this Justin Baldoni lawsuit. I just want to get through this. We are making good progress on it, but we haven't talked about it in a week. Yes, the entire world needs more hugs. Like I'm in a mom chat in my town, and there was like drama because two girls live in the same neighborhood, and one is like, and it's the profanity. It's cursing hot mess moms. Like, so I put in there, and this is how I handle drama in the real world, because one doxed the other, and I was like, guys, wrong place for this shit. Either take it up in a group DM. Y'all are starting to get fucking annoying with this shit, and if I have to leave this group because of y'all, I'm gonna be pissed. So like that's how drama is handled in the real world. Like yeah, y'all are like, I tell you what I think and then I exit stage left. But I like this group because I like my mommy groups. And if I have to leave this group because people are acting a fool in it, I'm gonna be angry. Gonna be angry. Because we do like, play dates and park meetups and things like that. And like, if I have to not be included in that because y'all are a hot mess, even more of a hot mess than the rest of us, emphasis on mess, like, it's just a day. No, not angry, scary squid. The scary squid that like they're still going on. And I'm like, I just don't. Ugh. Like, no. Squid's looking for moms that don't want to be dramatic and start crap with each other in a public group. If y'all want to start crap with each other, put that crap in a DM, Like it's about like dogs barking and shit, and it's like, I just don't. I ain't got time for that. What's up, baby? You want music? There you go, music. Music. I turned the volume down though. The good part about it is my close group of friends, aren't in this group. So we do play dates all the time. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's sorry, I didn't wash it after the gym last night, so I didn't straighten it either, but yeah. and I'm going to the gym today. I didn't die, Captain Kern. I didn't die yesterday. I didn't finish the workout. The time cap was 20 minutes, and I still had 34 calories on the row. Sorry, I had to math. 34 calories on the rower when I part of snuggling this morning is I didn't do my hair. 34 calories on the rower before we were done, but I did. My arms are sore as hell this morning. Freaking wall walks. Ugh. Ugh. The good news is my vertigo did not stop me from doing the wall walks. So side note before we get started, so I don't interrupt the stream or the talking about this. I do not hit the heavy bag. I used to. If everybody doesn't remember, the people who are new here, I showed this picture a while ago. But when I was when I was in college, this is what I did for fun. I not only skated, and this is why I quit doing this activity, is because I had to choose between skating and that activity, and because both were expensive. But we go on to so if y'all know Duke Rufus, that's Duke Rufus. I went to his gym. So what's funny is one of the skating coaches was actually a roller derby girl too. So that is Duke Rufus. That is his MMA gym that I went to. And I still talk to the jiu-jitsu coach that was there. He left and started his own gym. But here is your girl is right there. So no, but I did meet oh crap, I remember his real name, but I can't remember his WWE name. He quit WWE and tried to start MMA, and it didn't go well, but I met him. I have my favorites. Tammy's cousin. Oh my goodness. I did meet him. So just there's your girl. She is a professional fighter. She's a professional fighter. Like jiu-jitsu. No, not Brock Lesnar. Oh, I can't remember the name of. Hold on, now you're gonna make me Google it because I can see his face. I'm just really not good with names. CM Punk. Yeah, I remember CM Punk's first name. His name is Phil, I believe. And so I yeah. We're is not good with names when you need them, because I am not good with names. And I have my favorites. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Maybe I'm just losing it, but but I did do that in the past. It was a lot of fun. It just, Ooh, I love Ric Flair. The nouns are the first things to go. Yeah, I was never good with names. And then, like, face, I can look at someone and be like, I met you 10 years ago. We were at the store. Or I'll see somebody walking down the street, not now, but when I was back home, and I'd like hold the door for someone holding a walker, and it'd be like, I worked with you like 3 years ago on this floor at this time. But I can't remember people's names to save my life. Like, I couldn't even remember my patients' names, in the sense, like, I'd look at my my sheet for the day. I'd fold it up, put it back in my pocket. And by the time that I knocked on their door and said occupational therapy, I could not remember their name. It happens. So when I say, like, sometimes things I can't remember names. I'm not kidding. Like, and sometimes when I'm like, oh, I know this, I should know this. I went to college for this, and I still can't remember certain things. Nuclear Holocaust survivors, cockroaches, Keith Richards, and Ric Flair. Things that'll survive the apocalypse? Like, what is that what are things that no, I had a Chiari and brain surgery. So right now I'm actually having some really bad sensation issues. Like at first it was here where you just rub it, like you just touch my and it like burns. Now it's on my pinky. So like if you see me acting funny, I'm a yeah. I'm like it's also here. So like I can't even I'm gonna have to change the wrist that I wear my whoop on because I can't tolerate it today. I don't know what is it, but I can't tolerate it. So trial transcripts. I have a witness that was aggressively cross-examined because she could remember stuff from 20 minutes before, but not 5 years before. Yeah, that would be me. If I had to like, I can remember the weirdest stuff. I can remember people's faces, but names, dates. That's why I have to do things like I make those stupid like WTF Wednesday or Sunday night shenanigans or something like that. It's to help me remember and keep my dates organized. Because if I know that I talked about it on that stream, it's on a Sunday. Like it's, so I am having a weird pain day today. So excuse me if but it's just like my hand, my wrist, but it's not a pain like I can move. It's like if y'all ever have gout and you know that pain of like when something touches the nerve pain of like it's just an intense, and it's not shingles, I promise. There's nothing there. So like it's not but it moves because one day it was here, the next day it was like back here, and I'm like I have to relook at my nerve orientations in the body and see what we can what's going on. All right, so we ended with it ends with us logline. No, it's my brain's doing some stuff, and I'm pretty sure it's the way I sleep because I sleep on my right side most of the time, so it's got to be something with that. Hey, Tammy, how are you? Love the picture. Off to work, leaving this on. I appreciate you. All right, we're going to get into this. This is Justin Baldoni's Tamiflu. I'm good with remembering numbers, faces, and voices. Forget names. Yeah, that's about me. No, Tammy, don't leave us. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Fun. I'm having issues today as well. Just woke up screaming. Now I feel panicked. So it's an interesting start. Oh no. I will try to make you as least panicked about this and give you something stupid to laugh at because this is getting utterly ridiculous to a level like I can't. Like I don't understand how this got so out of hand. This is some Hollywood drama. Like he said, she said, me too. Bullcrap. All right. It ends with us. Logline. It ends with us. The first Colleen Hoover novel adapted for the big screen tells the compelling story of Lily Bloom, Blake Lively, a woman who overcomes a traumatic childhood to embark on a new life in Boston and chase a lifelong dream of opening her own business. A chance meeting with a charming neurosurgeon, Ryle Kincaid, Justin, sparks an intense connection, but the two fall deeply in love. As the two fall deeply in love, Lily begins to see sides of Ryle that remind her of her parents' relationship. When Lily's first love, Atlas Corrigan, Brandon Glenner, suddenly re-enters her life, her relationship with Ryle is upended, and Lily realizes that she must learn to rely on her own strength and make an impossible choice for her future. Lily. Directed by Justin Baldoni, produced by Alex Sachs, Jamie Heath, and Blake Lively and Christy Hall, the film stars Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, Denny, don't care. positioning when Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni are starring in the film adaptation of Colleen Hoover's highest-selling novel, It Ends With Us. This is the first film of the Colleen Hoover phenomena to be adapted for the big screen. She's also executive producing. Justin Baldoni is also directing and executive producing. This is basically just like their what to talk about and what to not talk about during the press tour. So I'm not going to talk about what positioning and what to talk about. We're going to say what to avoid and then what happened. What to avoid. Focus more on Lily's strength and resilience as opposed to describing the film as a story about DV. Empowerment is not just about standing up to adversity, but also having the power to overcome within oneself and grow from it and developing agency to shape the future. Avoid talking about this film. That makes it feel sad or heavy. It's a story of hope. Avoid talking about the film being representative of every woman's story. There are many stories of DV, and this is just one perspective that is inspired by Colleen Hoover's own experiences growing up. Did not know that part. Only if asked any questions about the story not being an authentic representation of DV. This is just one perspective, inspired by Colleen Hoover's own deeply personal story. I can't believe that this has to be a thing. Any questions about the lack of diversity in the cast? Like that, why is that a thing? Like, why is that a thing? We have such a wonderful cast who all bring something unique to telling the story's powerful story of one woman's learning to take agency over her future. I'm so proud to be a part of an incredible group of women who have to make this film that is inspired by Colleen Hoover's own deeply personal story. Like, it's so, I mean, I know they have to do this, but like, it's just, it makes things seem so scripted and fake to me. In fact, against much resistance from the film's distributor, Baldoni from day one made it clear that he was making this film to bring awareness to DV and would not refrain from doing so when promoting the film. He did not go rogue, as Lively alleges. Good morning, team. So I was thinking about the response to this weekend, and I feel like what we should do is make sure to emphasize the voices of the survivors. It's going to be a lot of buzz, how much money the movie made, but I want to be the one that always direct to the back. I'm assuming this is supposed to say back to the survivors. So I would love to come up with some sort of video or carousel of messages from survivors and responses to the film. While in Sweden celebrating his wife's birthday, Baldoni was informed that Lively demanded he not attend the film's premiere on August 6th of 2024. Lively further threatened that if Baldoni attended the premiere, she and the majority of the cast would boycott. It remained unclear when Lively had communicated or promised the cast, but they now also refused to attend if Baldoni was present. The fact that Sony advised Wayfair to underscores Lively and Reynolds' immense power and influence. Yeah, run. Squidletzilla is near. She's sitting in the chair on the other side of the room. Or at least she was. She's doing her own thing, playing with her own toys. And this is the time of day when I don't exist. So it's the perfect time to stream because she really doesn't want me for anything more than, hey, I want a snack or I want this and I can't get it myself. So yeah, it's crazy. They made him go into the basement. Oh yeah, I have yet another Wisconsin case for you. There's one hearing available. It's Brooks prosecutor. Last case before retirement. Ooh. I'm intrigued, Flash fan. Baldoni and Wayfair refused to succumb to the bullying tactics aimed at excluding them from the premiere of the film, a project they had financed, produced, and owned. That's a really good point. Like they owned it. This threat marked the culmination of a year-long campaign of intimidation, harassment, and civil extortion. Although the objectively egregious and shocking, the Wayfair team had unfortunately grown accustomed to the bullying. fully aware of the immense power this couple wielded and the far-reaching extent of their influence. However, they refused to give in to this entirely unreasonable demand and valiantly searched for a compromise with Lively so that they could attend the premiere of the film that Baldoni had directed and co-starred in, and that Wayfarer had co-financed and produced. Heath moved mountains to negotiate a scenario that Lively would permit with the help of Sony, as Lively refused to speak to anyone connected with Wayfarer. She sounds like a drama queen. Hold on one second. Thank you. This allergy's getting bad. And because I woke up late, I didn't have the time to use my Navage so that, clean my face. Clean all this out before we got to talking. Just days before the film's premiere. Stop FaceTiming me, baby girl. I am in the same room as you. Just days before the film's premiere, Baldoni was still unsure if he would be allowed to attend. His friends and family, most traveling from outside New York, were left in limbo, unable to finalize travel plans or book flights. Yeah, you saw the picture. It's only getting worse. Baldoni did the best he could to hide his pain. Despite still not having seen the final cut of the movie he co-starred, co-financed, and directed, he wanted to celebrate the culmination of his years of work with his family and friends. Long story, but we won't be in the same room. I was asked not even come to the premiere. I can figure it out. Well, if you decide to change your mind last minute, let me know and let's figure it out together. I'm going to be there. That's just different timing and holding areas in theaters and all the things you can imagine. It's still our film. Editor 2. It would be very hard for me to sit and watch the final film for the first time at the premiere. Just cheer for us when our names come up. Sending all love. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it either. Oh, my God. Oy. Oh. Who we gonna pick on this morning? Blake Lively. Finally, through Sony, Wayfarer persuaded Lively to permit. There's a very interesting choice of words here, which I am liking. It's making you feel bad for him. And that whereas hers just like spewed out a bunch of things that didn't seem believable, his is reading more like a script and getting you invested in his story. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way about that, but reading through both of these, hers was just like hers read more like a Me Too complaint. This one read like a, he's a beta male through and through. Beta male through and through, and not good with names. How are you this morning? How are you? Like he's a beta male through and through. Like he's a feminist simp. But once again, just because I don't like somebody's actions or their personality doesn't mean that I don't I don't agree with people when they bring up problems. I don't do that pettiness like that. I'm petty, just in a different light. Afternoon here and made it just in time. Good to see you. I'm kind of wanting to steal your name today because I am really not good with names. Girl, you slept 12 hours. What are you yawning for? Squidlet raid. All right. Wayfarer persuaded Lively to permit Baldoni and the Wayfarer team, along with their friends and family, to attend, though only under demeaning and humiliating conditions. They were regulated to a separate theater to view the film and required to arrive at a different time than the rest of the cast, and instructed to leave the red carpet immediately once Lively arrived. Oh, that's diva. That is diva behavior. Even if you don't like somebody, you have problems with somebody, you put on a brave face and you just suck it up for an hour. Like, you're fine. To not be on the same red carpet as somebody, it's like you're not even you're not even in the same vicinity. The red carpet is huge. Like, it's so ridiculous. What are you doing? I would be pissed. Baldoni was also excluded from the official celebrity after party, despite it being an event ultimately paid for by Sony and Wayfarer. As a result, Baldoni had to quickly organize and fund a separate after party for himself and the Wayfarer team, forcing the company to cover the costs for 2 events. See, if I were Wayfarer, I would have not financed that other after party. I would have said, this is where my petty comes in. It's like, I'm not going to that after party, but you're still making me pay for it. No, I'm done. And then when somebody asked why, I would have said, ask her. Because that's how my petty works. One for Lively and everyone else, and one for Baldoni and Wayfarer's own friends, family, crew, and team. Upon arrival, Baldoni began participating in red carpet photos and interviews, absent the presence of the remainder of the cast. However, his time on the red carpet was abruptly cut short when it was conveyed that Lively was on her way, and he was instructed to stop immediately. He and his family were quickly ushered away. Security personnel, acting as though there was a risk of escape, escorted Baldoni's group to the basement of the building. There they were confined to a makeshift holding area surrounded by concession stand stock with only folding out tables and chairs arranged in a square. Surrounded by close friends, family, soda bottles, and a lot of love. This is a nice touch. This soda bottles is a nice touch. That's a... What happened? Your toe? Okay, come here, baby. Your ice is on the floor. Did you hit your toe? Oh, we got a Band-Aid. A Band-Aid. You want the Band-Aid off? Okay. What's up, baby? Want your bandage off? That we didn't really need anyway, but you made me put on? Okay. Here you go. Here you go, beautiful. It's right here. Go. I love you. Oh, sweet baby. All right. We're gonna read this. You gonna help Mama read? She doesn't like being on my left side. She really doesn't like being on my left side, which is the side that I need to be able to use the computer. Soda bottles and a lot of love. The irony of being held in a basement on what was arguably one of the most important nights of Baldoni's career thus far was not lost on anyone. And there's the picture to prove it. Fancy dresses, nice clothes, and some popcorn and soda bottles. That's just tacky. That's tacky under any circumstances. Oh, see, at least they're making light of it. See, and this is where I'm like, this pink, like, dude. Once the main theater was deemed clear of Lively and her guests, Baldoni and his group were ushered into a separate theater to view the film. At the conclusion of the screening, they were again quickly escorted out of the building by security to avoid even a chance of interaction with Lively or her guests. The Wayfarer after party, held separately from the celebrity event attended by the crew, family, and other Wayfarer friends, was a dry gathering, in part to acknowledge the known negative relationship between alcohol and DV. It was attended by the entire Wayfarer team from Los Angeles and their friends and family. The atmosphere and tone of the Wayfarer after party were aligned with Baldoni's visions for the film, focusing on celebration and gratitude, despite being humiliated. In the meantime, Baldoni was sidelined as Lively and Sony pressed forward with their promotional strategy for the film, By contrast, Baldoni's marketing plan outlined in his initial proposal to Sony years prior. Yeah, he let her walk all over him like a typical beta. In the meantime, Baldoni was sidelined as Lively and Sony pressed forward with their promotional strategy for the film. By contrast, Baldoni's marketing plan, outlined in his initial proposal to Sony years prior, shared with Lively and communicated numerous times to both Sony and Lively, centered on a partnership with the organization No More. Founded in 2013, No More is a global initiative aimed at raising awareness, inspiring action, and sparking conversations to end DV and assault. Wayfair's collaboration with the organization began in 2022 and held deep personal significance for both Wayfair and Baldoni. Staying true to his purpose for undertaking the film, Baldoni prioritized amplifying the voices of survivors of DV. Oof. Just have to return a text real quick. There we go. His efforts reflected the heart of the film's story and its profound impact on audiences. He returned to the core reason for embarking on the project in the first place. His initial outreach to the author of It Ends With Us 5 years earlier, focusing on the film's message and its potential to create positive change. Baldoni poured himself into ensuring its success despite the mounting challenges. Hey, baby girl, volume down. Hey. There we go. Focusing on the film's message and its potential to create positive change, Baldoni poured himself into ensuring its success despite the mounting challenges. These genuine efforts aimed at amplifying the voices of survivors impacted by the film were later mischaracterized and weaponized against Baldoni. In the end, empowered by her celebrity firepower and her powerful allies, Lively did exactly what she set out to do. She took someone else's movie for her own, destroying years of creative vision and careful planning in service of her own brand-building campaign. Yeah, she did seem like she did a lot of shady stuff. And he has the texts and all that stuff to prove it. And that's he proved that she cherry-picked messages and didn't include everything. Yeah, going against Ryan Reynolds like this is really brave. But honestly, it needs to be done because Ryan Reynolds has this like squeaky clean image, and it's like, you're not as squeaky clean as you think. Like, it's beware of the people who present themselves as like perfect angels because they got skeletons in their closet. Example, Ryan Reynolds. In the end, empowered by her celebrity firepower and her powerful allies. Yep, okay. But why would Lively even seek to seize power over the film? Why would she insist on taking additional work for no additional pay or credit? It's PR. PR. Like, everybody wants PR. On information and belief, Lively may have been motivated by a number of factors. She may have wanted to seize control over the film so that she could take over the production of the sequel. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even think of that there might be more than one book. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like putting people on pedestals. That's the perfect way of putting it. Like, nobody is more important than anybody else just because they might have more Instagram followers or made a bigger movie. I don't know. It starts with us. This motivation also explains why the cast, who may have hoped and or been promised a role in subsequent productions, would choose to side with the powerful couple who themselves may genuinely believed they could destroy Baldoni and Wayfarer and force them to cede or even sell the rights to the sequel. Or Lively may have felt driven to match her star husband, Ryan Reynolds, who is widely reported to have insisted on taking so much control over the film Deadpool 2 that the director, Tim Miller, left the production. Oh, that's interesting. And KU Thunder, I like you, but do not start drama in my chat. Do not bring up names of people you know that I have issues with, and don't like me. Don't. This is your one warning. Seeing the fame and success that Reynolds commanded, she may have adopted his oft-repeated pattern wholesale to seize her own power and control. This right here. If it's not on topic, don't bring it up. If we're talking about, say, a Jeremy Hales, it's fine to talk about Jeremy Hales because he's the topic. But this is nothing to do with any of that, so don't bring it up. Following his lead and evidenced by many statements by Lively that he is involved in every project she works on and vice versa. Bye, Tammy. Lively and Reynolds, accustomed to getting their way, perhaps felt entitled. Yeah, and that's a big problem with a lot of areas. People just feel entitled to shit. People just feel entitled to things that they shouldn't feel entitled to. No one is entitled to anything unless you put in the work. Regardless of why Lively insisted on seizing control of the film, that is precisely what she did. There can be no justification for her Machiavellian and civilly extortionate tactics deployed to grab complete control of the film. Lively also sought ultimate control over the film in hopes of boosting her own brand and business ventures. In the end, though Lively's own words and promotional strategy led to an avalanche of negative press. Well, that is true. She did promote her alcohol line, her alcoholic beverage line during this is where I'm like, this is where I completely get, I believe Baldoni is because who promotes a line of alcoholic beverages at a film about domestic violence? Those two, knowing that the World Health Organization has listed alcohol use as a large contributing factor. I cannot remember the number that they cited, but it is a large contributing factor on why DV happens in the first place. It's just those two things. When you do something like that, that's where I'm like, you lost your credibility, because when you know, alcohol is not good for a lot of things. Alcohol contributes to a lot of bad things. I have a drink every now and then. Not judging anybody, but we all know that alcohol leads to things that are not good. So when you are promoting a film about domestic violence and you are also promoting a line of alcoholic beverages at the same time, I just go, what? Say what? Lively also sought ultimate control over the film in hopes of boosting her brand and business ventures. In the end, led to an avalanche of negative press. And that avalanche of negative press was, I believe, much of her own making. Because of the things she had said or didn't say. Instead of when someone asks what happens if they're in a DV relationship, what do they do? And she mentioned giving them her own personal phone number. Yeah, it seems very the optics aren't good. The optics aren't good. And we all know that it's not about the, unfortunately, what is it? Perception is 9/10 of the law. It's not about what actually goes on. It's what people perceive to be true. Timelines of promoting certain things at the same time, confabulating timelines of when things happened to make yourself look better and other people look worse. Like, I would not, like, I understand that she had a timeline with getting that other product out, but like, I would have said, this is just me and my personal morals and values would have been like, I'm promoting a movie right now that is more important. It is more important in the short term. And it's about DV, so maybe the optics of promoting, and I understand the timeline for the film got moved back. It is what it is, but that would have made me want to be like, I'm already rich. If I suspend it by a month or two, it's not going to make that big of a deal. I would have moved the promotion of the alcohol line back. Just my personal, because the optics of promoting both at the same time and sometimes both at the same location is not the optics is just bad. Like, on every level, the optics is just really bad there. Lively's power grab and catastrophic miscalculation collapse on her. Starting at least July 10th of 2024, Lively's social media posts promoting the film maintained a lighthearted, frothy attitude depicting Lively in a glamorous and floral-inspired couture, highlighting high-end brands like Chanel and Christian Louboutin. I would like some red bottom shoes, but that's just a pipe dream. Footnote 20, see Philip Ellis. Deadpool director Tim Miller says he left the franchise because of Ryan Reynolds. Oy. Blake Lively and 3 others. Blake Lively, It Ends With Us movie. Just, yeah. No. And I'm sorry, but couture fashion looks like some of the, like, if that's couture fashion, I don't want to be couture. Like, what is this? What is this flower, feathery? I'm going to like a quinceañera. Like, I just can't. Like, sometimes you just look at stuff and you're like, why? Why would you wear that? Like, yeah. Just a bunch of her. Lively freely interspersed posts about her new movie with ads for her new hair care line, Blake Brown. Upon information and belief, the launch of Blake Brown was timed to coincide with the film's release in the hope of cross-promotional opportunities would boost sales for Lively's new brand. Unicorn puke. That's a really good way of, that's for a child's bedroom, not a dress. Yeah, that's why just because I want them doesn't mean I will ever get them. That's one of those, yeah. Like, yeah. Lively also sprinkled in cross promotions with her alcohol brand, Betty Booze. That was, this is, Blake Brown is her, Blake Lively's hair care line. Why it's Blake Brown when she's a blonde, I don't know. But don't get me wrong, I like a good print. But like it, I'd prefer like jeans, tank top, and flip flops if I had to, you know. Here's my point, and I haven't read this before, so that was my personal opinion on it. Lively also sprinkled in cross promotions with her alcohol brand, Betty Booze. This was a major error in judgment. Social media commenters quickly pointed out that this tie-in was particularly poor taste. Given that the World Health Organization estimates that 55% of DV incidents are linked to alcohol. There's the stat that I couldn't remember. Ung Hung Hero, thank you for the $2 super chat. Welcome to Squid's Baldoni Hour. Yeah, I think that's the I think the Betty Boo still makes me think of Betty Boop, who's a lot better of a person than Lively, and she's not even real. But I think that's where Betty Boo's came from, was extremely poor taste. Yep. Exclusive booze and DV go so well together, ask Sarah Boone. That's a very good point. That is that's an amazing connection there. Footnote 21, Stacy Moselle, female domestic violence and alcohol use, alcohol.org. Betty Boop was based on a real person. Yeah, but her name wasn't, I don't think her name was Betty. I don't know who it was based on though. Okay, in couture, I actually like this. The dress is way too short for anything that I would ever wear, but you know, you do you if you got legs like that. Yeah, I'm really bad with names, so I can't remember her name either. Shocking, right? Tellingly, Wayfair spotted the issues and called for a course correction long before Lively apparently realized the magnitude of her miscalculation. Wayfair CEO Heath responded to the organic online criticism, noting that, quote, many people are pointing out that DV is being glossed over and that Justin is essentially the only one appreciating the subject matter, whilst others may not be giving it the proper respect it deserves. As you know, this has always been a concern of ours. Jamie Heath of the Sony team, hey all, we all see the noise and chatter regarding Justin and Blake and cast. This is all crazy, but I'd like for us to take a look at, even that in the midst of feuding, how many people pointing out that DV is being glossed over, that Justin is essentially the only one appreciating the subject matter, whilst others may not be giving it the proper respect it deserves. As you know, this has always been a concern of ours, and I think we might agree that there is enough response to at least consider giving it a bit more thought. We are opening with great numbers, and that is a testament to the movie itself and also the way you've positioned it, no doubt. And we should listen to the responses and really embrace what we are hearing. It won't hurt the movie being more deliberate in embracing the DV aspect. People need to know that we too recognize the gravity and sensitivities of this subject. Looking forward to your thoughts, Jamie. That's a compliment sandwich like that right there. I like Coach. I had a Coach bag problem like 15 years ago. A really bad Coach bag problem. Now I have a Michael Kors wallet. However, I got it at an auction, like a silent auction, and I only paid $10 for the tickets that I put in there that I got. So I got a Michael Kors wristlet for $10. Her real name was Esther Jones, according to Google. I love Google. So it's one of those things of like, sometimes just because I have things that are name brand does not mean I paid name brand prices for them. I ball on a budget. Wayfair's Vice President of Marketing and Communications shared a post exemplifying the issue, which included the tagline, "Grab your friends, wear your florals." That soon became viral for all the wrong reasons. To Jamie Heath and carbon copied the Sony team and Jennifer Abel. Good morning. Sharing this post that using the exact language that has been called out for inappropriately marketing the film. Grab your florals, grab your friends, wear your florals. Ugh. Gross. Blake Lively, tone deaf from the beginning, wear your florals. Yeah, to me, Blake Lively got too big of a head, just like most actors and actresses do. Yeah. I just like that like smile to me looks so fake. Like she just looks so fake in that picture. Like Heath and others at Wayfair advised and listening and responding to the wave of online criticism that had met the bubbly, sunny messaging that Lively herself embraced so wholeheartedly. Though Lively now claims that Heath, Baldoni, and others at Wayfair sabotaged her by planting astroturfed media criticisms of Lively, it seems that if she had listened to and respected plaintiffs' perspective and insights on the unique sensitivities of the marketing the film, rather than seizing the helm and then driving the ship aground. Oh, that's powerful wording. Grab your friends. Instructions unclear. You would take it there, wouldn't you? She didn't say where to grab them. That's inappropriate. Mama, hi, you. You want Mama's water? Okay. Don't spill it, please. Okay. Hold on. Put it on the ground. Because if you carry it around, it's heavy right now, and you're going to spill it. No. So you pick it up anyway. You know. Like, pisses me off. It's giving Meghan Markle, and I'm not even a Meghan Markle hater, but the way these people just flaunt their wealth. Yeah. No, I'm not I don't go out of my way to hate on Meghan Markle, but, like, girl, the only reason people know who you are is because of who you married. You were in Suits. I watched Suits. I knew who you were, but that's about it. Like, I'm not reading that out loud, but Sir Frank, I hope you're feeling better now. I hope we got you feeling a little bit better, and your mind is on apparently other things besides waking up. Yeah, but I thought whoever styled her in Suits did an amazing job, because her wardrobe in Suits was amazing. Whoever dresses her now, the giant man pants have to go. Oh, sorry, I watch a lot of Biebs Kelly. Her channel is amazing, and she coined them the giant man pants. But anyway, back to the other diva of the moment, Blake Lively. Everything would still be coming up roses for her. Most importantly, she had allowed Baldoni to take his rightful place side by side with her in the promotion of the film. Baldoni would assuredly have kept DV in the spotlight during all promotions, which would assuredly had prevented her from hurting her own image. Lively's reputational backlash was entirely her own doing. Well, yeah. Have you seen how she dresses now? Oh my God. Like, I am no fashionista by any means, but when you look in the mirror and you go, maybe my pants dragging on the floor like a teenage girl in the 90s with the oversized pants that would drag all over the floor and pick up water, isn't a good look when I'm a millionaire. Maybe I should take, I don't know, $15 and hire a tailor to tailor my pants. Just a you know. Sir Frank is cheating on you about being in AJ's chat. AJ's chat is awesome. Awesome. Lively's reputational backlash was entirely her own doing. Like, yeah, she did this all, in my opinion, she did this all wrong. Tell us how you really feel. I am no fashionista by any means, but sometimes you just look at someone and you're like, baby girl, that ain't it. Like, that ain't it. This is from Jamie Heath to Sony team and Jennifer Abel. To be clear, we are not saying it's been inappropriately marketed in any way. In fact, y'all have been doing brilliant. Thank you. Compliment sandwich. Extremely honored to be partners with you. It's been fantastic. The proof is in the pudding. This post is only pointing to the ones who have spoken about the marketing, and while I'm not dissuaded by their commentary, it's good to take some learnings from it. I know and trust you understand the point, and I look forward to discussing it with you all. Congratulations on a huge, huge success. You play a big and amazing part in it. Like, yeah. But once the backlash started on social media, without any effort by Lively to course correct, and entirely without any involvement or effort by Baldoni, It rapidly spread to mainstream media. See Natasha Jokic. Here's what's going on with the It Ends With Us drama. Carly Johnson and Lillian Gisson. Blake Lively goes into damage control, finally addressing the DV in It Ends With Us amid criticism over tone-deaf film promo. And Lillian Gisson, Blake Lively fans blast It Ends With Us actress over tone-deaf and shallow interview with co-stars. This headline is written particularly well in the sense that it does one thing. Blake Lively fans blast It Ends With Us actress. So those are her fans blasting her, not people who don't like her. So whoever wrote that headline did an amazing. You want to come up here? Oh, okay. Bye. Bye. Elise Wansel. People are disgusted by Blake Lively's cutesy press tour for It Ends With Us. Ebony Boykin Patterson, Blake Lively dragged from marketing light of domestic violence. Alex Abad Santos, why is everyone mad at Blake Lively? She's KU Thunder. Please do not bring up people who are not on my channel with my channel. I appreciate it. I've asked you once. I've asked you before. Please stay on topic. MaxLab has me blocked. I am not talking about the drama. I am timing you out. Like, stop. I've asked you multiple times to stop. Can someone change that timeout to 24 hours, please? Because I've asked multiple times to stop. Multiple times. Hey, Rainbow Pickle. How are you? I love that picture. Olivia Craighead, fans are not impressed with Blake Lively's press tour. This is a lot of articles. Like, and I can see a marketing plan or a marketing team having some say over a few people, but not this many. Like, not this many. Like, it's just bizarre. Like I don't understand how you would 24 hours, because I asked politely and I'm done asking. If people can't respect my wishes on this channel, they don't need to be here. So I just came back from your walk. I have to I'm going to the gym after we're done here. So we're going to thank you. I'm going to repeat this once again. I have no ill will towards anybody. However, this is my channel. Please stay on topic. So please stay on topic. That's all I ask, is stay on topic. I don't have any ill will towards anybody. But that being said, no. Like, no. Like, yeah, 86,000 seconds. Thank you. And KU Thunder, you are welcome back on this channel tomorrow. But please, yes, there's a difference between don't mention any other streamers if we aren't talking about that situation. But my ADHD gets the best of me too. But we went from Blake Lively to Meghan Markle, not Blake Lively to YouTube. Oof. All right. Caroline Javinsky, It Ends With Us promo has failed DV survivors like me. Ooh. I'm never on topic, but they don't talk about other people. Yeah, we don't talk about other people here. Good or bad, positive or negative, we don't talk about other people. Angela Yang, Blake Lively's It Ends With Us promotion called disrespectful, but by some survivors of abuse. Oh, it's fine because it's one of those things where Megan and Blake have that in common. They're both tone deaf when it, like Megan's new show, tone deaf. Her little press tour around LA where she was going through and seeing people's houses that had burned down before the owners of the houses were even allowed back in that area to see what had happened to their house. She's tone deaf, and Lively seems to be tone deaf. So yes, it was an offshoot, but it was an appropriate like comparison of Hollywood people. I gotta spill water. So that water cup that I told her not to spill, spilled. Thank you. What's up, baby? No. Well, you put it under my desk and I spilled it. So no. Can you go get a rag from the kitchen? No. No? Okay, well, like yeah, that was, there's a whole, like, I don't know who she did, but there was pictures that came out. And it's like your little press tour around LA, going through burned down areas and seeing people's homes who burned down before the people were even allowed to see what happened to their own houses. It's just gross to me. Like, that's so insensitive. It's so insensitive. And you're welcome. I have, like I said, no ill will towards anybody. Just don't want to talk about it. Arwa Madawi, and sorry if I'm screwing these people's names up. Sorry, Blake Lively, using a movie about DV to sell stuff is not a good look. Hannah Holland, It Ends With Us, was already problematic. Blake Lively's press tour made it worse. No, she's crying because I put she put it right under my desk by my feet. So when I put my feet on the floor, I accidentally spilled my own water when I told her not to spill it. And then I spill it, kind of karmic justice in that way, but then when I put it back up on the desk, she got mad. I only pay attention to this because Justin Baldoni was like I call him a feminist simp. So for someone who seems to side with feminists and be that toxic masculinity is bad person to get accused of things like this is kind of karma. And maybe it's like no level of simping for somebody can get them to like you or not use you as I don't know how to word that correctly, but like no level of simping for someone can make them keep them on your side. If they want power or they want to do this, they will, no matter if they consider you an ally or not. So, King Paco, she's right here. Yeah. The reason that I say Blake was, I think Blake was just a hormonal mess, is I cried over spilt milk. Hey, pick up my water, please. Okay. Yeah, I figured he opened himself up to how she treated him. If he took control and didn't let her, we wouldn't be here. That is the thank you for describing it way better than I can. And this is why sometimes my word finding abilities get screwy. Like, I have my favorites. You put it perfectly. He opened himself up to this. Like, there's a difference between being a gym bro, toxic, like over masculine and flaunting masculinity, and then just being a strong individual who happens to be a dude. Like Mr. Squid, alpha male, but does not flaunt his alpha male persona. you can just tell by how he runs his life and the decisions he makes in life. He doesn't go around going, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. But like the decisions he makes just, make him appear as an alpha male. When you say that's a bad thing, it's like you open yourself up to, yeah. Have a good one. Have a good one. Hope your Wi-Fi improves later today. Yeah, so I have my favorites. You put that and this is why I love talking to chat, because I think some things and you guys word it way better than I ever could. I don't know if it's I'm on camera and y'all are not, so you can process a little better or, whatever. But either way, sometimes when I want to say something and I can't find the words to use, you help me out. This is why I love talking to my chat. He opened himself up to this. If he would have just said no and stood his ground, she might have called it toxic masculinity. Fine, let her call it toxic masculinity. But at the same time, you're protecting your investment, your movie. Like, you bought the rights to the book. This is all him. Like, he opened himself up by conceding on some things. He allowed her to use the fact that he's a feminist simp against him, considering she used his own words against him in her complaint. Yes, it's harder to process on cam, but people can Google too, unless they're on a phone. That's true. Indeed, while Baldoni sought to focus on the film's central premise, Lively incensed audiences with seemingly flippant and thoughtless remarks, encouraging viewers to grab your friends and wear your florals. Embarrassed and enraged by this self-induced backlash, Lively now seeks to vilify Baldoni in a dubious attempt to resuscitate her public image. Like, I just can't. Yeah, alpha male. Fine. Hey, Rob, how are you? I haven't seen you in such a long time. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Oh, that made my day, seeing you this morning. Yeah, alpha male, but doesn't flaunt it. It's just what it is. Like, he protects, like, I can't speak for him, but I just get the sense from, living here, that he needs to protect and he needs to, make decisions. And like, yeah, we talk about things and we're a team, but like, there were just certain things that he can do better than me. And he takes charge in those situations. But JD is hot. Yeah. Yeah. And I know movies, not actors, because I don't pay that much attention to Hollywood besides the drama, because it's just entertaining. But I don't watch movies because I don't have ADD. I don't have ADHD, but I just don't have the attention span to sit down and watch a movie. I'm better with like a 5-minute song. You found me a cheap streaming service. I was thinking about using like whatever Captain Kern uses seems to be a good. Is he still here? Squid be dreaming about Ryan Reynolds? No, because Ryan Reynolds is a simp too. He's just a different kind of simp. Alphas don't need to flaunt it. They're secure in their masculinity. Like, they can cuddle a kitten and still be a badass. Yes, seeing Mr. Squid with the little is such a good dad. He's such a good dad. He's a girl dad through and through. I think this is going to be our last section H. When we get to whatever letter is next, we're going to be done. Lively seeks to push the blame onto plaintiffs. Upon information and belief, Lively ordered her team to begin a campaign to frame herself as a martyr and pin the blame on plaintiffs. Behind the scenes, Lively's publicist, Leslie Sloan, devised and executed a smear campaign of her own against Baldoni. Known for her tendency to leak sensitive stories to provoke public controversy. Footnote 22. He doesn't use Restream. I think he uses Streamlab. Streamlabs. I think. Sloan reneged on an agreement with Nathan by continuing to disseminate false and defamatory stories about Baldoni and Wayfair, a process she had begun long before Wayfair and Baldoni ever retained Nathan. At 10:11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on August 8th, 2024, Nathan and Sloan reached an agreement whereby neither would communicate directly with a reporter prior to informing the other. Nathan states, "I'm not doing one thing without speaking to you," to which Sloan responded, "Me either." Footnote 22, see Guy Adams, A Divorce Battle, A PR War, July 8th, 2024. Allegedly arranged paparazzi photos to shoot and push stories about Scientology to sway public support for Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise divorce. See also Tatiana Siegel, Harvey Weinstein backing publicist Leslie Sloan's new venture. Reporting on Sloan's acrimonious split from BWR to start her Harvey Weinstein-backed PR firm. Oh, they had to throw in Harvey Weinstein. They had to throw in that. They had to throw that. Oh yes, see Diddy as a and yeah, Exhibit A. From this is Leslie. Melissa, happy to land in less than 2 hours. Thank you. Have a safe flight. Just also, I'm not doing one thing without speaking to you. I'm not answering one email about this situation. I've told everyone not to do one thing, plant seed, even speak to one reporter on even background. Now I'm involved and there will be no shock surprises to you. Me either. Just 9 minutes later, Sloan breached her agreement with Nathan by engaging with a reporter at the Daily Mail. The reporter asked to speak with Sloan regarding problems on the set involving Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni and the fallout over what that with Blake being labeled difficult and a power struggle existing. Sloan, without consulting Nathan, promptly responded, "That is 1000% untrue. And further, your info is totally off." It is evident that Sloan never intended to honor her agreement with Nathan. Instead, she exploited the arrangement to gain a strategic advantage in the media. You sound a little tired. I'm not tired. I just have a lot to do today. I actually got more sleep last night than I had in weeks. Also, the little wanted to snuggle this morning, so I just snuggled. I just snuggled with the little, so we just snuggled. This and my allergies are. I didn't have the time getting up a little later to use my Navage, which I use every morning, and it clears out the allergy crud. This reminds me of Johnny Depp court detail. Yeah, it does. It does. It's a lot of And Taz, you bring up a really good point, but here's my issue with things. It's not that corruption is taking over. It's when people expose corruption, people get more upset with the people who exposed the corruption than the people who did the corruption. That's where I'm having this like mental disconnect. And I'm like, how is the world working? When you get more angry with people for exposing the bullshit than the people who caused the bullshit, I'm like, what the hell is happening here? Yes, it's being exposed. It's always been there. But people are getting mad that it's being exposed. And I'm like, y'all see this, right? Like this, we're not in some Twilight Zone. Like this is to Leslie Sloan from a Daily Mail reporter. Have to talk to you about some stuff that came from reporters. Re Blake and her new movie drama on plane. Like what? Well, it's a lot to text, but regarding some problems on the set involving her and Justin and fallout over what that Blake being labeled difficult and a power struggle existing. 1000% untrue, but I don't want to go on record. Never on record. Your info is totally off. There's clearly something going on because it's cold from 3 reporters and none of them are me. Yeah, right here. Cognitive dissonance, shooting the messenger. I do. You have to use it like there's a certain way you have to use it. Otherwise it doesn't work. Once Mr. Squid hated it at first. And when I taught him how to use it, and use it right, he loves it. It's so I do use filtered water with it though. So I don't use just sink water unless you really trust your sink water. Here I trust a little bit better than the other town I lived in. But it's grossly fascinating if you know what I mean. It's grossly fascinating to yeah. And yes, snuggles are good because I know there will be a time when she no longer wants to snuggle with me. And so I'm taking advantage of what. Yeah, I don't drink tap water either, but this is the Navage is a Navage is a device that it's like a neti pot, only it uses suction and it contains all the stuff instead of having to go like this and looking like a fool and it getting everywhere. Navage is this nice, it has a saline packet. You close it up, it's battery operated, and you stick it in your nostrils. You hold it there in about 30 seconds, 20 seconds. It clears everything out. And it's so much cleaner because then I just dump out the container and I rinse out the container and I don't have to touch anything. It's so much nicer. Nasal lavage with water. Yes. Thank you, Gail, for putting it so much better than I can right now. In fact, Sloan actively continues her discussions with the Daily Mail reporters, sending false information to cast Baldoni in a negative light to divert attention from Lively's tyrannical behavior on set. Sloan attempted to portray Baldoni as the antagonist, saying the whole cast doesn't like Justin, nothing to do with Blake. She doubled down, insisting, I'm telling you she's a liar. They are panicking. The whole cast hates him. Sloan also threatened the reporters, saying the entire cast I will have go on the record. This needs to hold. All right. I'm just okay, I'm just being straight up with you because that's how I roll always. I'm coming to you because I actually like Blake and don't want Daily Mail to F with her. One of them said that Blake and Ryan insisted on rewriting the movie, and another that she got very opinionated over directional issues. Do you want to ring me when you land and I'll tell them that they need to hold off on anything for a few because her rep is unavailable and need to at least get a no comment. No one knows that we speak, just that you would read the emails from me and respond. Yes, please, as this info is all wrong. She didn't require script runs, nothing to do with this. She produced the film and sent and got a cut. What the F is going on? The whole cast doesn't like Justin, nothing to do with Blake. Jesus. Like, jeez. And no, it doesn't hurt. No, it doesn't hurt. Like, if we're still talking about the Navage, no, it doesn't hurt. This is yeah, all the text messages. At 7:59 a.m. on August 9th, Nathan, consistent with the pair's agreement, sent a text to Sloan containing an email she had received from Daily Mail reporter, unbeknownst to Nathan. This was the same reporter with whom Sloan had been communicating the day prior. Nathan confirmed that she played no part in the story and told Sloan, I'm going to have to speak with him, but I'm just going to tell him nothing. She added, happy to chat with you beforehand if you prefer. Sloan deliberately omitted the fact that she had spoken with the reporter just 24 hours prior, stating, let me know how it goes. Yeah, they're just messy. And this is a screenshot of something that's blurry. And if it's blurry for you, don't worry, it's blurry for me too. Morning, I just got this. I'm going to have to speak to him, but I'm just going to tell him nothing. Are you singing? You want water? Okay. Let me know how it goes. The truth behind why Blake Lively is feuding with Justin Baldoni revealed. Oh. I'm on a Zoom call you right back. Despite their agreement, Nathan was completely unaware that Sloan had provided the reporter with information that significantly altered the narrative of the published story. Indeed, the reporter originally sought to publish a story about Blake being labeled difficult on set. After the reporter's discussion with Sloan, however, the story changed to, "We have learned that Justin Baldoni caused the issues on set." Not only did Sloan breach her agreement with Nathan, but she planted false and defamatory information about Baldoni to distract from Lively's numerous missteps and throw Wayfair and Baldoni on the defensive. Following the release of Lively's administrative complaint on December 20th of 2024, the same Daily Mail reporter informed Nathan that Sloan had lied to portray Baldoni as the foe, yet still Sloan escalated the false narrative by telling the reporter that Blake was SA'd, an unsubstantiated accusation that not even Lively had gone so far as to claim, designed to destroy Baldoni and his reputation. Oi, she said the whole cast hates Justin. This has nothing to do with Blake, and now she's saying that Blake was SA'd. Why would she say anything about that then? She knows she is full of it. She told me that the whole issue was that everybody hates Justin, nothing about Blake and Justin. She said that has nothing to do with Blake. Bullshit. Throwing the bullshit flag. Sloan ruthlessly took advantage of Nathan's good faith. As a result, Nathan was forced to combat the negative press that was both planted and propagated by Sloan. Ultimately, the actual smear campaign was orchestrated by Sloan at Lively's direction. All right, that was where we will call it a day. I appreciate everybody for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow around this same time. This afternoon is a play it by ear. If something comes up, I will talk about it. If not, I am going to just enjoy family time because I have to work tonight. So I will see you guys on the next one. Have a great day. You want to say bye? She said hi. Bye, guys.